Now, as many of you know, when it comes to working smart, I'm a lazy guy when it comes to software. So I've installed a free plugin that's part of your network on the WordPress Test Drive and all the subsequent sites that come with your purchase of WordPress Test Drive on a yearly basis. So one of the cool things I've installed is something called cloning. Now, two choices here. We can make a new draft of that, or we can actually clone this. So I'm going to go ahead and clone that as an example, and I'm just going to call that page feed, and I'll explain that in just a second. So I'm going to hit the edit button for a second, and I'm just going to call this page feed. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you already have text or the names of your pages from your client. So what I've done is I just went to my desktop and I copied the names of the pages, and I'm just going to put them right there, and I'm just going to publish that. In fact, we can actually save this as a draft, because this is really not going to be, this is just a way of working smart and lazy at the same time. So I want to create different pages here. So I want to create a contact page, an FAQ page, etc., etc. So now I can take the word contact, I can copy that, I can go back to my page. In fact, I could do that right from up here too. I can make myself a new page, or I can actually duplicate the page, and that's what I do want to do. So I can copy a new draft by clicking right here. And this is going to make a new draft of that particular page. And we're just going to paste contact. Now, if you want to do a capital C, that's up to you. And I'm simply going to publish that. Okay, next I'm going to go to the FAQ page. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy to a new draft. Again, this is just working smart. I just want to get my pages in a row. And I'll just title that capital FAQ. Publish that. Pricing, I'm copying pricing. Again, I'm just working smart, not reinventing the wheel. Copy to a new draft. Double click, paste it again if you want to make that a capital P for pricing. Publish that. You get the idea. So copy services, copy to a new draft. So therefore, I have my pages in a row, and then I can just place my content, and it just comes down to working smart, and that's what you're paying me the big bucks for. How to work smart and how to squeeze the sponge on the software. So I'm going to copy that, make a new draft, paste, capitalize T, and publish. Okay, now if I go to view this, keep in mind this was set up as a new draft by default. So one of the things we can do, I'm going to go to all pages. Okay, and based on these choices, I can select and I can basically group batch these. And I can say, okay, what do I want to do with these? Status, publish. Okay, so if they were set up for drafts to begin with, I can just go right there, exactly what I just did, in status, publish, and update. Okay, so now if I go to the front of my page, you will see that it's all right there for me. Now, this is set up inside your menu. If you want to reorganize this inside of your menu, then go ahead and do that. So here's the page feed, here's the contact feed, here's the FAQ feed, etc., etc. Nicely done. Now, in the next video, we'll start filling in the content by copying and pasting dummy context to show you how flexible and how incredibly cool. Now, again, the content can be put into any theme. I'm just sharing with you a simple approach to making this work for you. So stay tuned.